Hi guys, good afternoon no. So, I think we're live. Live na nga tayo today. So, for today's video no, we will be sharing with you yung topic natin from application to offer, what behind the scene. I think this topic is very relevant especially for those na who is trying to find their client online right now. So kung nagja-job hunting ka or curious ko lang what happened behind the scene after you send your application, this is the best topic for you. And I'm very honored guys uh, na pumayag na samahan tayo today ni Mr. Casin Biolango. He is the director of operation ng ScaleSource and actually technically he is my boss. Boss. Kasi yung rank niya is mas mataas compare sa rank ko sa ScaleSource. But I never felt that way, no. Parang he is just a friend lang. So I think I can give you the floor, Cass, and you can start discussing yung pinrepare mong topic for us. Personally, I'm very excited with this one kasi as an applicant, I'm an applicant as well, and I really wanted to know what happened behind the scenes so that I know what to do next or what kung ano ba yung mga mali kong ginawa and ano ba yung dapat ko palang ginawa. So, please get the floor and we're
Or
excited.
I am excited too. So Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and over the world. Welcome ho sa page ni Abby. Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for inviting me, Abby. Here, this is my second time
Yes.
to be. Uh, ano ba yung boss na walang boss. Well, technically, I just have the position of being the head of sales and operations at Scale Source, but technically, there's no someone above us. We are just working on the same team, should I say? Um, but again, thank you so much for bringing me here. It's an honor and pleasure. And of course, I believe that this topic for today would be beneficial po sa lahat ng mga nakikinig ngayon. All right? Maybe some of us here are really willing or matagal na naghahanap ng work online. I believe so, di ba?
Yes.
This is really common. Ang iba nga gumastos na ng malaki. Get courses,
Mm-hmm.
nag-apply ng mga trainings, but it turns out a week, 2 weeks of applying, 3 months, or even a year until such time na na-discourage na, right? And
Yes.
then they think na talagang yung VA or pagiging remote worker is not for them. Ang dami na nag-give up. So I think this is the best topic because I will reveal today. When I say reveal, ano talaga yung behind the scenes na standards ng mga clients namin because I'm talking to different kind of clients, like hundreds of clients and reviewed thousands and thousands of candidates already. No? So I believe that this is a very good topic for you. If you know someone nakilala nyo, better tag them or better share this video because I believe it would be very beneficial for
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
I agree.
Right. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And may pa-screen ano tayo?
Yes.
Oy,
I'm very happy na Cass really prepared for us guys. So this is a must watch live stream, no? Hindi dahil sa naka live stream to sa page ko, pero I'm sure yung mga nagja-job hunt is you should watch this one, especially yung mga nagtatanong sa akin ng how. This video is perfect for you guys to understand the behavior of the client during the selection process.
right. And just set up a proper expectation here. What will happen is that while I'm talking behind the scenes, ano yung mga nangyayari, in the middle of those topic, magbibigay ako ng tips.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So this is not just based on my own parang standards, but of course, we're basing it in the standards dun sa mga clients talaga na actual. Right? So I can share my screen pero naka-disable ako
Oh, wait lang,
unfortunately.
wait lang. Ah, wait lang Ano ba
Sure.
yan? Paano ba mag-share na screen dito? Participant.
Participant, sige. And then parang allow mo ko as a co-host.
Saglit lang. Alam mo, medyo siya nga tayo sa ano eh. More,
Ayan.
multiple party. Ayun. So, can you check again?
Sure. Ayan, pwede na. Screen number 1 ba tayo dito? Dito na lang tayo. Agad sa... Can you see my screen? Na yung slides? Just wanna
Oh,
make sure
yes.
that seeing it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Again, guys, our topic for today is from application to offer. So maybe again, some of us here ay matagal na talagang nasa corporate setup. 5 years, 10 years. At dumating sa buhay natin because of the pandemic happened, some of us had an experience of working at home. And once you experience that, na masasabi mo sa sarili mo, it's possible pala. You will spend time in your family. But again, ang tagal-tagal mo nang gustong humanap ng client but hindi ka talaga makahanap. No? Kahit gaano pa kagaling yung experiences mo, you'd ask yourself like, I've been in this industry for quite long, pero bakit hindi pa rin ako makahanap? Or some of us here, maybe, nakahanap na ng client, pero unfortunately, that is just a short term.
Yes.
Right? And some of us here, maybe, tawag na ito, na-invite na ng final interview, pero during the final interview, hindi ka na binalikan. Common din yon. And some of us here, maybe, wala talagang alam. Di alam anong gagawin, how to start. They want to, but they don't know what to do. 'Di ba? So ito yung pag-uusapan natin from application to offer, what happens behind the scene. And I would love to introduce myself first para mas tayo. Ayan, saglit lang. Ayun. So by the way guys, my name is Kasin. Unique name, mixed names of my family. 8 in the siblings. So Clondale, Sherwin, so pinaglaruan ng parents ko. Isa kasi ako sa youngest sa male eh. So yan. So that's my name. Anyway, I'm the head of sales and operations here at ScaleSource. And before I came into a virtual setup, nasa corporate setup talaga ako for the longest time. And to tell you, this is the first virtual company I ever landed, but I'm still here. Okay? So hindi yun siguro yung iba nagsasabi na siguro kailangan may experience. And again, I came here. I was hired here as a team leader first, and I got promoted. Right? Until such na ako na talaga nag-handle ng business, not just in the Philippines but the entire world for ScaleSource. Okay? Before that happens, I'm a BPO team manager for 6 years. Iba-ibang companies yan sa BPO setup, and from the BPO industry for 10 years. So way back when I was still, a call center, hindi pa pumasok sa isip ko pagiging virtual setup because I don't know what to do at the first place. I just focused on my career until such time that pandemic happened, right? So when pandemic came, nabigyan kami ng opportunity to work at home. And from there, doon ko na-realize na pwede pala siya. And then, I tried applying online pero hindi talaga ako makahanap ng client for the longest time. Nakaka-discourage yun. Kasi alam ko naman because you being a team manager, in fact, I was not just a team manager. I had a chance to, become an operations manager apprentice wherein I know how the operations works. So, you know your skill set, you know your strength, pero bakit hindi ka pa rin makahanap online?
Yes.
Diba? Right. So, again, before that happens, isa din akong crew sa Greenwich. Yan. So, my background is parang iba-iba.
Yeah, it's
but
like
bakit ako nandito ngayon, right?
it's like a roller coaster ride. You've experienced a lot.
Correct. Ang dami ko na experience sa buhay. I've been traveling across the island, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao before. In sales industry, nasa field. So, shout out sa lahat ng mga nasa sales industry dyan. Gaano kahirap ang work natin. Pero, andito ako ngayon, virtual setup. Enjoying my time with my family. In fact, bago akong pumunta dito sa event natin ngayon, I just spent time singing with my family in the other room. Sa kabilang room lang, di ba? You get the point? Kapag pagod ka during break, nakahiga ka lang. You cannot do that in the office. But I'm not saying it's bad in the office, right? But that's the perks of, having a virtual setup. So, pero yun nga lang yung question, no? Ano ba yung mga kailangan natin gawin? Ano ba talaga yung mga standards ng mga companies na yan, mga clients na yan? At bakit ang hirap-hirap makapasok ng makaland ng client? Because when pandemic came nga, before pandemic nga mahirap na tayong pumasok. How much more when pandemic happened? Yes. We had a lot of opportunities to work at home. Dami ng mga talented Filipinos, not just Filipinos, but all over the world na nag-offer na ng kanilang virtual services, right? But the good thing is that, on the other side, kahit lumaki man yung applicants or dumami man ang applicants, dumami naman yung companies na nag-open ng doors for opportunities to hire some talented Filipinos because Filipinos are really known to be, hardworking, not just hardworking, marites. Marites in a good way. It's like marites saying that customer. Yep. So meaning to say we can connect to, to our clients. So that's a really good thing. It opened the doors. And again, na-mention ko na to before, there are some companies in United States right now that are offering services such as virtual services. For example, nasa hotel ka, nasa front desk ka, usually kausap mo human being. But when pandemic came, they realized that pwede din palang nasa screen lang. So that's why they, instead of them hiring someone onshore, they look for a talented Filipinos. And madami kong videos niyan. Maybe someday I'll show it. Yung actual talaga na setup sa mga restaurants in New York, because we have a counterpart in New York. So pinasok niyo lang mga restaurants. That most of the restaurants there sa a certain area is naka-virtual setup, and there are Filipinos. 'Di ba? So ang dami-dami ng mga field. Kahit nga sa clinic industry, yung mga clinics dyan, kung dati kang secretary ng doktor, meron na rin yan sa front desk. So, ang dami-dami ng opportunities. So, cut the story short, ganun ako kalawak yung industry natin ngayon. So, which is a good. But again, doon na naman tayo ulit sa problem natin. That's what we are going to discuss today. Okay? Are you guys excited?
I'm very excited personally. I really wanted to know what really happens behind the scenes, so that next time I apply, I know what to expect, and then I can adjust something based on my resume, 'di ba? Maybe you can give us tips, and also prepare with the interviews. And personally, as an applicant talaga, this topic really really a must watch video for me, kasi sa mga baguhan, especially yung mga wala pang experience, kasi ako kahit papaano I have experience applying online. So kung newbie ka, so get ready guys, get your pen, write some notes, and let's see, no.
Right. And I'm also happy, if you had a chance to learn here, we would really appreciate if you can maybe provide us feedback, and also I think update na you landed to a client, and we will celebrate together. In fact, I'm not just basing, personally, I taught a lot of person that I personally know to land a job online, and then I'm just really happy to say that most of the people I know ay may mga jobs na rin online. But anyway, i-reveal natin yan ngayon. Again, from application to offer, that's our main focus. But what happens behind the scene as an employer? Okay, to tell you a little bit something about who we are and what we do, we will talk about behind the scenes. So about SkillSource, hindi natin basahin yan. That's our, probably parang motto o ano ba. We are a US-based company. We have main offices in USA. We have from Destin, Florida, and Fayetteville, Arkansas. Okay, I also had a chance to travel in United States, but unfortunately, hindi tayo pumasa sa visa. Yun lang. But anyway, unlimited choice naman.
You can try next time. That wasn't the time for you yet, maybe.
Right. It is because maybe I don't have any travel history outside the country. That's why right now I'll be traveling doon sa malapit na ng mga areas, and then. But to cut the story short, that is the opportunity that SkillSource gave me. Hindi lang dyan, meron na tayong mga na-send din sa USA ng mga candidates natin dito sa SkillSource. But anyway, that's who we are. We've been in the market for 4 years. What we do is just simply provide candidates from Mexico, Latin America, and the Philippines in our US clients. Okay? But recently, just 2 months ago, or in fact, last month pa nga lang, wala pang 2 months, we opened our doors to other countries. We now have some, clients in UK and Australia. And our candidates also, we're opening some parts of the world. In fact, mayroon na tayong nasa Australia na candidate. We also have candidates coming in from India and some part of the world. So, Nigeria, meron din tayong mga candidates. So, nagiging global na yung SkillSource, di ba? So, that's how wonderful the SkillSource is. But the bottom line is that, why am I saying this? To let you know that we are a company that is legit and knows what are the standards that we have been looking for, if that makes sense. Right? So, proceed na tayo. How do we get clients? Ito yung mga nangyayari. We have our certain campaigns. Para ho sa mga may virtual company dito or sa mga first-timers pa, I just want you to understand that getting a client is not easy. It's never an easy task. Kami nga, medyo may mga sales team na kami onshore, someone in United States that is really looking for clients. Nagdo-door-to-door talaga, nagbibigay ng flyers. We have team like that. We also have people that are running campaigns for us, like through LinkedIn, to email marketing, lahat ng klaseng marketing na yan to get some clients. That's what we do. Okay? So, kaya nga, it is a positive side as well if you have some agency or virtual, assistant or outsourcing agency that you have to land to, because they have unlimited resources of really reaching out to clients. Like to us, doing it on our own, it's another story. Okay? So that's how we get clients. And gaya na sinabi ko, I talked to hundreds and hundreds of clients already. So these are some of the clients that I talked to. So iba-iba hong industry yan. Meron hong nasa hospitality industry, meron din sa real estate. That's something in common. We have fence and rail, painters, yun yung mga current clients namin. Meron ding iba na sa cold calling industries and many more. Kahit sa construction, which means talagang yung napakalaking companies. And these are startup and big companies already. Some of them are looking for, mass hiring, and some of them are looking for one specific job post. Okay? So that's what happened. We talk to our clients, we share our services and all of those things. And right after we close the deal, ito yung pinaka importante para sa amin, is the detailed job description. Again, we will get a detailed job description from the client, and we're not just making that like our own, like just random posting it and then wala siyang sense. So it's really detailed. So we will know what are the things that the client needs. We understand what are the things that they need. We do research on it, and hindi lang yon sa lahat pa, just simply making it easier for our applicants to know who are the clients. Because there are some clients talaga na medyo maarte, di talaga mabibigay ng job description. Especially when they're really busy. They don't have the time to do it, but we do it instead and then send it to them and then they approve and then we post it. And ito na ho tayo. We post it in a different social media platforms. But before that, ito ho yung sample ng ating job description. This is not yet detailed kasi hindi siya kasya. Gusto ko rin mabasa ng iba. So, at saka itong post na to, if you want to screenshot this, you can, because this is an actual talaga na hiring namin ngayon. We're looking for someone that would be part of ScaleSource to maybe, lead generation and salesman. If you can see it here, this is an actual job description. Yep. And then you really have just an advice. Gaya na sinabi ko kanina, I'll just put advice in every slide or everything. Pinaka-importante dyan, if you can see how to apply. Yan. You have to follow instruction no matter how good you are. As an employer, as someone that's been doing this for quite some time, pag hindi nag-follow ng instruction yung applicants, no matter what your experiences are, that's a red flag already.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, kasi yung iba siguro sa atin, when we try to look, kunyari sa Online Jobs PH or sa Upwork, di natin babasahin talaga lahat. Lalo masyado. And then sa baba, may mga instructions pala doon na please, ito pa lang dapat isubmit mo or kailangan mo mag-file ng form. Alam kong mahirap siya at saka masyadong matrabaho, pero try to think of it. Before virtual setup, we've been doing this application sa lahat ng siguro ng ating career. 'Di ba? Imagine mo, magpo-photocopy ka pa, magpi-print ka pa ng CV mo, right? Tapos pupunta ka pa sa computer shop. Tapos magko-commute ka pa, maiinitan ka pa, minsan maulan. 'Di ba? Ang effort is nandun. Same lang naman dito. So, what I'm trying to say is that wag na nating tamarin pa if ever, you are really wanted to land the client online or a job online. So, yun. These are the sample, job description. Again, you can screenshot this and you can let me know if you want to apply. Probably you can send your resume to kasin@skillsource.com. But anyway, ayan. So, once we have the job description, we posted that on different platforms. LinkedIn, Indeed, Online Jobs, Upwork, Instagram, Facebook, o kahit saan-saan pa makikita nyo. Alright? So, yun na yung sa part nyo. Yun na yung makikita nyo when you try to apply online. Yun na yun.
Ganyan lang sa job posting.
Right. So, now, I hope you guys get it. So, yun yung mga But before naman yung ipopost, again, gusto ko lang i-highlight na alam na namin kung sino yung mga kailangan namin. Ano yung mga detailed na kailangan namin. And then, yeah. So, that's it. And that's the very crucial part. The moment that you apply for that specific position, again, we receive thousands of applicants already. So if you are the employer, or if you are someone that is looking for that candidate, and then you will not waste time, right? What I'm trying to say is that we conduct screenings before we invite you for interview. That is really a depth screening, which means unang tingin pa lang namin sa application mo, we already know that you are not a good fit for the role.
Yeah, so this is the exciting part, guys. Malalaman natin kung ano yung mga criteria ng mga side ng client and the employer, ano yung mga tinitignan nila after we send out our application. So, sorry for
Right.
interrupting, Cas.
No, that's okay. That's okay, Abby. Gusto ko nga yung ganito para may conversation. But
Oo.
anyway, yun na nga. So, we post it, and then we do screening. Kasi magkakaiba ng need yung client eh. Meron din yung maramihan. Imagine we're looking for social media manager. That is really common in the Philippines, right? And then we only have one client that is looking for one social media manager and is looking for a rockstar social media manager. Tapos isang post lang yan, meron kami mga, let's say 500 applicants. So do you think iisa-isahin mo pa yun? And that would answer your question why sa lahat ng mga application mo, hindi ka nire-replyan, if that makes sense, right? Or gino-ghost ka. Or bakit asa dami-dami ko nang na-applyan, yun, isa yun sa mga factors. Okay? Meron din naman tayo, sabihin na lang natin, one client is looking for 10 social media manager because yung business niya is more of social media management as well. Imagine mo 10 and 500. So you don't really have the time. So ngayon, i-reveal ko sa inyo before, ano ba talaga yung mga factors o ano yung mga bagay na tinitingnan namin. The first glance pa lang masasabi namin, uy, this is a rockstar. No, regardless of your experiences, because we have a lot of applicants with good experiences but with that attitude naman. 'Di ba? Or basta mamaya i-explain ko 'yan. So before we invite you for an interview, we conduct screenings. And these are the red flags. Ito na ho yung nandito na tayo sa mga highlight. Number one na
Sorry, Cas. Sorry, Cas. You can screenshot this one, guys. This is very important tip, no, na we can apply sa mga job hunting journey natin. Go ahead.
Right, sure. So number one, not following instructions. Gaya ho na sinabi ko kanina, magkakaiba ko ng instruction ng lahat ng mga, not just in ScaleSource, but of course in other, even mga clients mismo. They would like to know you better if you are keen to details. Kahit gaano pa kaganda experience mo, or kung beginner ka, malalaman namin yan, like, oh, this applicant really, followed instructions. Instructions such as, if we ask you to send a screenshot of a speed test, then ready na siya. Instruction of you sending an introduction video, a 60-second introduction video, and should be 60-second. Not unless kung talagang napakaganda yung presentation mo, and that's also fine. Okay? What else? Mag-send ka ng personality tests, but we don't do that here at ScaleSource but there are some clients who need that. Right? Those kind of things. Those are detailed, or meron naman cover letter. Okay? So if you are not following instruction, even one of that, again, ang dami hong mga applicants, may isang instruction ka lang na hindi na-follow, sayang yung application mo. That's why gino-ghost ka talaga ng mga employers or mga clients. Number 2, napaka-importante nito, informal CV and introduction video. What do I mean by that? When I say informal, punta tayo sa nag-create ka ng CV tapos naglagay ka ng profile picture or tawag nito parang picture. May iba naman na napaka-informal. And I don't like that. Like for example, nakaganon. Nakaganon. Yes, ang dami mga applicants niyan.
Selfie sa taas.
Ganun. Right? So you have to wear formal attire. It really means that you're really applying for a real job. You're not just an online gig na parang you're just testing the waters. Even though you're serious, pero dun pa lang na aspect, alam na namin yan. So we won't waste time responding and then inviting you for an interview. Diba, na-gets you guys? So I think that's one thing that you really have to change. You have to be formal in your CV. Yung format, napaka-importante nito. You have to check the grammar too. May ChatGPT naman tayo, yes, we have. But you have to read it thoroughly and know if that's really your job description.
Yes.
Ito nakakatawa. May applicant pa ako nakalagay, here's how this is how it sound. So, halatang ChatGPT. Right?
Hindi man lang na-proofread.
Right. Oo. So, halatang doon, nag-iiba-iba. So, red flag na ganyan. Another thing is that the color or the format of your CV, dapat naka-PDF yan. Hindi yung naka-picture. Kasi there are sometimes na pixelated pa nga eh. Ito pa yung ibang applicants, meron pang watermark, yung nasa baba ng Canva. Meron ding watermark ng WPS. So that's really informal. It really means that you did not exert any effort. Okay? So from there, malalaman na namin that you are not keen to details and you might be not, you may not be the perfect fit for the role. So that's why we skip that certain applicant and proceed to the another applicants. Okay? So yun yung mga bagay. Informal introduction video, ito yan. Here at ScaleSource, we really require a introduction video. May iba naman na napakaganda ng CV, very formal, pero pagdating sa introduction video, they're just using their phones. Manginig-nginig pa. Yung background is really informal, masyadong maingay, 'di ba? So it will not hurt you anyway if you create a formal introduction video. So ano ba ang formal introduction video? Just like this. You can do this or you can even shoot, you know, anything basta walang background noise, because that's one thing that is also important in virtual setup. You have the perfect working space na talagang masasabi namin that you are really focused in doing your job, right? So balikan lang natin yung CV. Again, may nakalimutan pa ako. Ito rin. So for example, I want to show sana ng mga sample CV, but of course we have to protect our applicants too. What are the bad CVs and the good CVs? So sa bad CVs muna tayo. Yung example, yung company name nasa taas, no? Imagine lang tayo nito. So for example, sales manager. Tapos yung company name. Okay? Sales manager, naka-bold. Yung company name, small parang fonts, and then naka-italic. Yung date na sa gilid. Tapos yung job description, naka-dash, yung first description. Pagkatapos sa second experience mo, naka-italic yung wala na yun. Okay? Right. Yung iba naman, imbis na dash yung gagamitin, naka-dot. Yung iba naka-check. Iba. It's not uniform. So it really means that you are not keen to details. Yun pa lang. I tell you, kahit ano pang ganda ng experience mo before, malalaman namin that you are not really keen to details. So, automatic skip.
Yeah.
Kaya, nag-ghost.
So you guys need to check your CV right now, and kung formal ba yung itsura ng CV nyo, it needs to be uniform in terms of font and sizing. So
good. And then may effect din sa amin yan, Nabi, yung for example, you are applying for a graphics designer. And then yung masyadong dry yung CV mo. Should you have to put some effort of really creating a very good kind of CV. Okay? And the other way around, you are applying for example bookkeeper. Na senior bookkeeper ka kasi naging manager ka ng bank. Okay? I'm just telling sa mga wala pang experience, gusto mag-virtual. So yung yung branding mo is something formal. If you create like very colorful CV, so I think you are on the graphic side. It might create an impact. Iba kasi yung dating ng formal eh. If you are applying for formal position, just like me, sabihin natin na applying for a director position. So imagine ha, kung kayo yung tawag nito, kung kayo yung hiring manager, tapos nag-apply ako ng director, and then napaka-colorful, may rainbow yung ko. Do you think I might be a good fit? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not really against with the...
It depends on the position you are applying for. Kung graphic design or as social media na merong mga graphics, it can be a plus factor. But for us, like ako, bookkeeper and CAS, as sa operation director, it needs to be more formal.
Right. You can be creative, you can put colors because that's your personality. But again, it depende na lang yan eh. Depende lang yan. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to make it formal. Okay? Having a colorful CV is also formal naman. Depende nga lang. But it would be best if you can put portfolio. Especially you have your profiles in there, like LinkedIn profile, you can put it here. That's why kailangan naka-PDF siya para clickable. Para pag-click, diretso sa LinkedIn. Pero nakakatawa lang, minsan, nakalagay nga yung LinkedIn profile, pag-click mo naman sa LinkedIn, yun namang ulo na may langaw na, yung parang gano'n na profile picture. Okay, so you have to...
Cast warning lang ha, nag-warning na si Sum sa akin 45 minutes na pala tayo. So baka mamatay anytime. Di kasi ako alam mo may pagkakuripot ako, hindi ako naka-upgrade sa Zoom.
Ako naman paano ba yan? Kapag, di pala pwede no kasi if I use my Zoom.
Oo. Pero pag i-send na lang ulit kita ng bagong links. And then, to continue. Sorry guys. Sorry sa mga followers ko. Alam nyo naman medyo mahirap tayo dito.
Ilang minutes na ba natira sa atin? Or seconds?
10 minutes siguro.
10 minutes. Mataas, mahaba pa naman. So, I think if we have 2 minutes, we can probably, I think, exit or,
Mhm.
yes, tayo na lang natin. But anyway, so sana ba tayo? Balik tayo sa formal CV. Yun nga, yung LinkedIn, minsan, naglagay ka ng portfolio, tapos pag-click namin sa portfolio mo, hindi naman formal. May iba, ito common nito, mayroon silang Wix website na sinasali. Pag-click namin sa Wix website, hindi naman masyadong uniform. So, 'di ba? You have to create if that links are not ready yet, then better not to put it there,
Mhm.
'di ba? Parang nagbebenta ka tapos yung ibebenta mo expired naman or hindi naman presentable, then better not to show it, right? So ganun ganun 'yon. I hope makes sense ako doon. May natutunan ba ang lahat? I hope so.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, so gusto ko pang i-highlight to eh. Madami pang factors eh. Yung mga tools and experience, yung mga tools na ginagamit mo, you also need to include that. At ito pa pala, buti na lang naalala ko. You have to put a detailed job description. For example, you are a cashier, 'di ba? Again, may mga cashier na tayo sa United States. And if you think you don't have an experience but may experience ka sa pagiging cashier, you have to be very detailed kung ano yung mga experiences mo, ano yung mga job description na ginagawa mo. Because I receive a lot of applicants, ang ganda nga ng role, senior social media manager, tapos ang description, create content for the clients. So do you think that you're not helping us to know you better, to save time and effort, and of course, we cannot feel that you exerted effort. We will not know if that is legit or not. We will not know kung ano ba talaga yung job description. Senior nga yung role, pero anong pinagagawa mo, hindi
Mhm.
namin malalaman yun. So automatically, there's a big chance na skip. Proceed tayo sa next applicant. 'Di ba? So, yun yung mga factors. So, guys, better check your CV right now and try to check kung yun ba yung formal CV na kailangan ng
Mhm.
isang applicant. I think I can show my personal CV.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, sure. If
sa-
you would let us.
saglit lang ha. So kayo din guys, try to check your CV right now and
Yes,
and
ako nga
assess.
iniisip ko yung CV ko. Ganyan ba yung CV ko? Pero kasi yung CV ko personally, very formal lang. Hindi ako more on experience. Puro experience nga yung CV ko eh. And I agree with Cass, no? Kapag senior yung senior post na yung ina-applyan nyo, ang dami mo na talagang malalagay. Yung
Mm,
sa akin, siguro mga 2 to 3 pages, ano lang, experience ko lang. Wala na akong iba, lahat nilagay ko kung ano yung ginagawa ko, very detailed. So, siguro later on, no, I can share my CV rin para makita nyo. Proud. Hindi, para makita nyo lang, magkaroon kayo ng idea, no? How does it really looks like. Kasi, feeling ko naman katingin-tingin din naman yung CV ko.
Nakikita mo yung CV ko ngayon, Abby?
No, yung ano pa rin, yung slides mo pa rin.
Kailangan ko mag-stop share and then have to reshare again. Ito, screen number 1 na lang siguro. What about that? Kita?
Ah, yes.
Okay, so makikita nyo sa CV ko ngayon guys is ganyan lang, simple but it's really detailed. Experiences, current, ito yung mga job description. Yung skills set ko nakalagay dito sa gilid, pero hindi necessary na ganito talaga gawin nyo. Yung color is just simply fits for who I am. The designs are not really formal. Yan, so ayan. Dapat nga wala to to be exact. Wala to. Exactly. So, ayan. So ito, ayan. So in this way, if you are the applicant or if you are the employer, you would definitely know kung ano yung pinagagawa ng isang applicant.
Mhm.
Like here's. This is an example of a formal CV and then may mga tools akong ginagamit dito. Nilalagay ko yan dyan. Okay? It could be photo or it could be in a setup of words. Okay? So yun. Yan yung example ng formal CV
So, ako,
or
i-share ko rin yung sa akin kasi nainggit
first.
ako kay Cass. So, sa mga ano, hindi ko alam kung na-share ko na to, pero ito yung sa akin, guys. Yan, kita nyo ba? So, yung mga links na yan, chinek ko, updated pa yan ka. So, mapupunta pa kayo sa tamang link. Kasi di ba sabi niya, kailangan at least updated or gumagana and yung format. And very simple lang nung format ko. Very ano lang, very professional, I guess. So,
Mhm.
experience and then yung mga ginagawa ko. Experience and ginagawa ko. Kung mapapansin nyo, feeling ko naman sumusunod ako kay Cass, no? Kasi very detailed yung mga ginagawa ko. So, pasado ba to sa'yo, Cass?
Siyempre naman, I'd say, hindi lang siguro kasi ikaw yung
So,
host dito, but I definitely say, if I receive that kind of applicant, automatically, parang mapopost ako, oh,
so
ibang,
more an experience talaga yung sa akin, guys. Yan.
mm,
And also, yan, puro experience lang makikita nyo. Ilang page to? 5 pages of experiences. And sa baba yung summary ng skills. So, kung curious kayo, no, anong itsura ng CV ng isang ah, nasa industry na ng matagal, ayan, ganyan. Puro experience na and detailed yung explanation in each one.
right. And just also a tip, um, to be honest, clients and employers doesn't even care, sorry sa term, about your tawag ito,
Educational
elementary,
background, elementary.
background. Yes, lagay nyo talagang elementary at high school, like,
Kaya ako wala.
so, kailangan, pwede na siguro yung college, because ito ho yung natural na nangyayari sa amin na when we look at the applicants, ganun kaganda yung CV, automatic, or sometimes na nga, hindi talaga all the time, we go to the educational background and check kung saan nag-graduate yan. Pero basta if that's a US client, they don't even care anong mga university dyan, because they don't know, right? So they are just basing on the experiences. Ano, Abby, gusto mong
Yes,
maglipat na tayo ng...
mag-leave muna. I-send ko sa iyo yung bagong
Okay,
link. Guys,
okay.
magli-leave lang si Kaz, no? Kasi hindi ako naka-upgrade. Pero habang inaantay natin siya, kasi yung iba is hindi daw lang kita yung CB ko, papakita ko yung CB. So, I guess
Okay,
I'll
sure.
end this one, Kaz, and then we can
Oh,
rejoin. Thank you so
okay, sure.
much. So guys, no, sorry muna sa ating technical meeting, technical issue kasi alam niyo naman hindi ako masyado may pagkakuripot tayo. So, wait lang, no, paano ba to? Magka-create lang ulit ako and then cancel. So, while we're waiting for Cass, ipapakita ko muna sa inyo yung CB and isa-set up ko muna yung ano ko, yung Zoom namin. Wait lang, guys. Okay. Uh, Saglit lang, guys, ha. So, eto guys yung CB ko. Tignan nyo na lang muna. Pero more on ano lang yan. More on experience. Alam nyo kanina, ang tagal kong sinet up yung Zoom. Tapos ngayon, tagal ko na naman ito set up. Zoom. Sign in. And eto guys yung CB ko, no, mapapansin nyo, puro experience lang. And kagaya nung sinabi ni Cass, ina-explain ko dito kung ano yung ginagawa ko per each company. So, hindi na actually to guys super duper updated kasi sabi ko nga 'di ba nag-stop na akong mag-apply kaya hindi ko na siya ina-update unless meron akong mga bagay na gustong applyan ganyan pero ngayon hindi pa talaga kasi hindi pa kaya ng time. So wait lang ah. Alam mo, ayun. Iniisip ko lang, paano nga to gawin tong Zoom? So, eto guys, very simple lang yung join with audio. Wait lang, invite ulit natin si Cass. Copy link to invite. So, sorry. So, chat tayo kay Cass. Sabihin natin sorry. Kasi mahirap yung ano. Mahirap lang tayo guys. So, while waiting for him to join, no, ito nga papakita ko. Share ko, i-explain ko lang. So, guys, ito yung CB ko. Yung CV ko is ganyan, more on experiences. Ito yung skill source, 'di ba? Nag-work na ako sa kanila since 2020 pa up to present. Ano lang ako sa kanila, part-time, super duper part-time. Siguro 1 hour per ano lang per day. Pero ayun yung mga ginagawa ko diyan. And then ito yung sa mga previous company ko. Ayan, ganyan lang guys. Wala akong educational background sa CV ko eh. So reference available upon request. So, let's wait for Cass. Okay, nandiyan na siya. Hi, Cass. So, welcome back and I'm really sorry, no? Dahil hindi kita marinig.
Hindi ako nagsasalita.
Wait lang, paano nga ulit to i-allow? Alam, syungain talaga tayo i-allow. Multiple. Hindi talaga ako techie, guys. Kaya kung hindi ka techie, tas gusto mo mag-bookkeeper, perfectong role na to para sa iyo. Basta kailangan mo lang aralin yung apps mo. Yung mga app ng ginagamit ng bookkeeper. So, I guess you can proceed again.
So, balik tayo. Saan na nga tayo?
Dun
Nahinto
sa,
sa
dun sa CB. Kakatapos lang
Oh,
natin dun sa CB.
nakikita na ba yung screen ko ngayon?
Yes.
Yan. So, yan. So, balik tayo. So, going back sa CV natin, balikan na natin. So, dapat talaga naka-format, no? As you can see, Abby's CV, napaka-formal. Hindi yung ang font size sa baba is 12.
Mhm.
Tapos may ibang bold. Check the grammar too, check the period. Ganun
Yes.
ka-clean sa details dapat yung kailangan nyo.
Ang
Especially if
ginamit ko for checking it, Grammarly. Kasi hindi ako magaling talaga sa Grammarly. I use Grammarly to check my job description talaga.
Right. So aside doon, you can also, tawag ito, kailangan talaga napaka-specific, detailed, especially sa mga wala pang experiences. 'Di ba? Wala kang experience tapos hindi mo pa ginalingan. So how much more? What are the chances you can get? And to take note sa mga nagsasabi diyan na kailangan ng experience before ka makaland ng client online. Though it's a factor but it's not 100%.
Mhm.
Kasi ang daming mga candidates right now that this is their first company.
Yes.
Galing sa corporate setup yan sila. They don't have any idea of what is, what's the virtual setup could be. Pero ready sila. That is really much appreciated. And they are really willing to learn, especially if you know that you're smart in some certain aspects. Hindi naman para sa akin. To be honest, hindi ako magaling sa math. Alam na Abby yan. Full math nga lang, but I'm just not focusing there. Instead, I'm focusing on my strength.
Yes.
So magkakaroon ako tayo ng area of focus. So don't get discouraged if you think that you are tagal mo na nag-apply. But anyway, lumalayo na tayo sa topic. Balik lang tayo sa CV. Basta naka-format yan kung ano yung font size, font na ginagamit mo or Calibri or Times New Roman man yan. You have to stick in one certain font. Right? I'm not a graphic designer but it will really create an impact. Alright? So I hope that makes sense. Introduction video, balikan ko lang. Audio, dapat maganda. It is not really necessary na talagang magandang camera ang gamit. You can use your phone, but make sure na formal. Okay? You have to, parang ganito, kita-kita yung buong mukha mo, hindi yung parang ganito. Ang dami kasi ng introduction video na ganito yung pagkakakuha. So it will create an impact. Merong iba naman na naka-side view, parang nandito yung camera sa gilid, or nasa gilid. So, ganito, ito yung formal. Okay? You have to wear formal too because you are applying for a job. May iba nakasando lang, may iba na parang really not interested. And ito pa pala, Abby, ito yung pinaka-importante, isa sa mga makakawaw sa mga employers, if you create your personalized introduction video. Which means, sa greetings pa lang, for example, kahit any random things, like may mag-greet sa'yo ng happy birthday online, if they just post you like a happy birthday GIF, parang okay, pero iba yung feeling na mini-mention yung name mo.
Yes.
Like for example, hi Abby, I saw your job description and it says, ganon, personalize yun. And I think that I'm perfect for the role, even though I don't have any experience, but I can say na I understand yun. Isa yun sa, wow,
Oo.
parang, Okay?
parang kinrap yung video na yon only for you. Kasi 'di ba, ang daming mga applicants na ako sa totoo lang, honestly, no. Ayoko kasi nagagawa ng intro video. So yung intro video ko before is isa lang, tapos pag nakalagay intro video, yun na rin yung isa-send ko. Siguro kaya wala nagre-reply sa akin before. Kasi ganun yung ginagawa ko. Parang one take lang, tapos yun na yung sinesend ko sa lahat.
Right, right. So iba-iba kasi yung impact kapag you will create a video that is really personalized.
Mm.
Lalo na kapag na-mention yung company namin or even my name, it's appreciated, like high skill source team. Yun, parang uy, talagang nag-ano to, ibang level to, rockstar candidate to. Hindi to basta-basta. Yun na agad. So papansinin
Papanoorin mo na
namin
yung
yan.
buong video, no? Kasi nakuha ng
Right,
attention mo.
right. Ganun yan eh. Ganun yan. May iba naman na parang hi hiring manager, hi whoever who watched this video, parang ano siya, hindi siya directly to us, and it would create like an impression that this person is just applying randomly. Parang chamba-chamba lang yung gusto nito kapag makahanap to ng client, then automatically. So it will not hurt you anyway, di ba? You have to like set a schedule of a day na mag-a-apply ka, and then if there's an introduction videos needed, you have to personalize it. I hope that makes sense. Again, background napaka-importante, yung suot mo napaka-importante, angle ng camera napaka-importante, hindi yung nasa random laptop camera lang. I'm not saying bad about it, but there are things na parang pixelated na masyado. Find it really informal. So, yun. What else? So imagine you're just applying for a customer service, not just. You're applying for a customer service role. Okay? And then, napaka-formal ang introduction video mo compared to other candidates, which is normally, yun yung mga nare-receive namin, random application with informal introduction videos. So skip yan. So you are 10 step ahead sa ibang applicants and you really stand out. Okay? Make sense?
Yes.
And the next is excessive number of applications. So mali yung mindset na I decided to apply today and then mag-a-apply ako sa as many as I can. Customer service, bookkeeper, lahat na. Baka makachamba. Okay?
Oo, ganun
So
yung mindset ko.
I understand that we need the job, but I am over quality, parang quality over quantity. Tama ba yung term? So quality, you really read the job description well, if it's a fit for the role, because there are some qualifications na hindi fit sa'yo, then don't waste time applying for that position na makachamba ka because, baka mag-ghost ka rin. Okay? I am not saying na this is what other companies doing, but generally, based on my experience, kami nga, as an outsourcing company, na we have a legit applicants, we send it over to our candidates or to our clients or leads, hindi nga, gino-ghost nga kami.
Yes.
So it means they're not really interested. How much more? Di ba?
Nag-ghost din pala yung mga client.
Yes. Like, name it. Like, lahat siguro ng mga outsourcing, even name the biggest company, outsourcing company, nag-ghost din yan. Especially when they try to think of, parang hindi talaga fits a role, automatically, they will not, kahit anong follow-up pa yan. Hindi naman lahat, but there are some clients are doing that because they think that it's not perfect fit for them. Okay? So how much more sa level natin, right? That we are an applicant. Nag-ghost nga yung mga agency, how much more tayo na direct applicant doon sa mga clients natin. I know that you have applied to a lot of websites already, a lot of platforms. Hindi ko na iisa-isahin. Alam niyo naman yan eh, kasi nag-apply na kayo. Sa mga wala pang alam dyan na nakikinig ngayon or di pa alam kung saan website, I think you can ask somebody or we can have another topic for that. But for now, we'll just focus sa mga red flags, okay? Or behind the scenes. So yun na yun. Excessive number of applications, that's a factor. We will know kahit sa resume, sa cover letter, like high hiring manager. So it will not hurt if you will just be very specific dun sa okay? Inconsistent employment history. Kasi yung iba nagsasabi na mas marami kang experience online, mas mabuti. Pero isa yan sa mga red flag namin. That you only work for a month, sorry?
Yan ba yung yung nag-jump from one company to another company?
Yes. Or hopper, ang tawag namin dyan.
Job hopper.
Yes. red flag sa amin yung 1 month lang, nakatatlong 1 month lang sa client, not unless if you are in a contractual base.
Mhm.
Kaya nyo na lang yan na from June to July 2024, contractual, parang ganun, contract-based job. So, at least we understand. But, gaya ng iba, just to show that they are really good, ang dami-daming mga nakalagay sa resume and all of those things, 1 month, 3 months, and sa tingin nila nakaka-add value, but in reality, it's not. You're just putting yourself down, I think, because it would create an impression to us na parang itong candidate ito, pag sa tingin niya hindi na siya interesado, aalis din naman. And I'm just really proud, Abby, you've worked with Scalesource for a very long time. I think mas
Yes.
nauna ka pa sa
Yes,
years na, di ba?
isa ako sa mga pioneer na nag-set up ng ScaleSource. Pioneer.
Correct. And we are really proud of it.
Yeah,
Kung
I
ano
worked
mang
during my time in ScaleSource, nung nag-start pa lang, I worked directly sa mga sa mga sa mga
under.
sa mga client natin na nag-set up nito in terms of legal documents, mga ganyan. So, kaya yung mga boss dito is pag may kailangan na legal documents sa akin lumalapit kasi tinatago ko yun guys para hindi nila ako tsugiin. Charot.
Correct. So what I'm trying to say or what I'm trying to highlight here is that long-term yung Scalesource. We are not just opening doors for a 3-month contract and then we leave. Not unless kung you are not a good candidate, but if you are really a good candidate, then I think this is a long-term for you. We have candidates here that have been with us for 2 years, 3 years, even the moment that we started, just like you and
Mhm.
other team members. So pang matagalan talaga. And we also have legal documents, just like what you mentioned. In fact, yung contract na sinisend namin sa client ngayon, may lawyer na naka-review niyan. So,
Mhm.
everything is all set.
Yes.
Bakit tayo napunta dyan? Sorry. Ano naman tayo
Kasi
sa...
sa
It was,
employment consistency.
right, right. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ko. You have to be very consistent sa job mo. If you have experience outside the virtual setup, you have to highlight that. Kasi Filipinos naman is takot tayo mawalan ng trabaho. That's our
Mhm.
mindset. So most of our applicants, yung mga previous, ito lang kasi yung funny thing or not funny thing. I would say disadvantage natin. Parang nahihiya tayo sa mga previous experiences natin in a corporate setup. Ito lang yung napansin ko ha. Like example, ina-highlight lang nila yung virtual setup nila, yung VA company nila na work nila. Pagdating naman sa experiences nila dito locally, sino-short na lang nila.
Mhm.
Bakit ganun? So wag ganun. You have to highlight your experience because that's your experience. You will never
Yes.
be you are without that experience. Right? So ito
Ah,
rin,
may
sorry.
nagtanong sa akin dito sa page. Sabi niya, meron daw kasing nag-advise na dapat daw yung CV maximum of 2 pages lang daw. Paano yung kagaya ng sa akin na 5 pages yung CV ko because of my experience na dito sa industry. So, do you agree
Mm.
with that? What your take on that?
Yes, definitely. Kahit pa pag hindi lang umabot ng 500 pages, hindi na namin babasahin 'yan. Okay? Magdedepende 'yan sa client, but client will appreciate. Okay? Again, I've talked to hundreds of clients already. If your experiences are just di naman kailangan talaga exaggerated. I'm saying here detailed,
Mhm.
not exaggerated na kahit siguro na mag-top ka ng tawag nito ng chemo, di mo na kailangan ilagay. But what I'm trying to say is that the highlights and the detailed job description that might help your application, na i-enhance mo yung experience mo that are unique and you think that is strong, then you have to put it there. Sa akin nga, I think 3 pages yun sa akin eh. Ang dami-dami ko ng job experiences. I only have 3 pages, but those are the detailed job description. So I think in your case, Abby, I would definitely accept it and I would love to review your pages or your CV. I hope that answers the question.
Yes.
Another factor of that, maikli na nga lang yung job or konti na nga lang yung experience mo, tinitipid mo pa. But what I'm really trying to say is that you are helping us to understand what you do.
Mhm.
Okay? Hindi yung you're telling stories. Iba rin yun. Telling stories of what you are doing inside but what you exactly do job related, and that would be, very beneficial and it will help you a lot. I hope that answers the question.
Yes.
Okay? So proceed tayo. Sana nga tayo. So, Saan na ba ako nag-stop?
Dun sa ano na tayo, lack of preparation.
Oh, lack of preparation. But before sa lack of preparation, balik din tayo sa again, I suggest kung ano yung strength mo. If you don't, ito naman to para sa mga wala pang experience na makaland ng virtual client online. I highly suggest you stick on your own skill set. Ulitin ko lang stick lang kayo sa skill set nyo. If you are a cashier sa mall for the longest time, may mga clients na naghahanap ng ganun din. So you have to focus there. Right? I'll give you an example as an actual employer, okay? As an actual person who's talking to clients. You're applying for a social media manager. Pero pag tingin namin sa experience mo, you are in a construction industry. Like you are a bookkeeper. So masyadong malayo siya sa skill set. So mas mahihirapan tayo niyan.
Yes.
Okay? Right? So, like name it. Ito yung isa sa mga factors na tinest ko lang because I love playing music. And ni-remove ko yung mindset na sige, may experience na ako and all of those things. So, I started from scratch. I searched it online. Drummers, hiring online. Ang dami hong lumabas na results. And then I tried applying for the position. Try lang parang experiment during the time that I started. Ang daming nag-respond. So what I'm trying to say is that kung saan yung strength mo at saan tingin mo, you will stand out. And I think that would be very beneficial. That
Yes.
you will doon sa skill set mo.
I agree with that. Yan din yung sinasabi ko sa kanila na you should pick yung skill set na strength mo and put that on your CV, especially sa mga online job platform account. Like for me, for example, I do have other experiences kasi nga before ako mag-bookkeeper, nag-e-commerce BA ako. Pero tinanggal ko na yung pagiging e-commerce BA ko sa resume ko kasi I want them to focus sa skills ko in the accounting and finance field. So, maybe that add value to my resume and client thinks that I'm an experienced virtual assistant kasi yun yung focus nung CV ko.
Right. And I just want to add on that, Abby, no? If example may instead of removing it totally, you can put that sa gilid na skill set mo because
Okay.
right? So para sa akin, magaling siya pero may extra skills pa pala siya na pwede namin magamit in the future. Right? And doon naman sa mga, for example, nakapag-enroll ka na and all of those things, SEO, pwede mong i-add value na yan in the future. But again, balik lang tayo sa history ko, sa mga bago pa lang nakapanood. I am a team manager. This is my first company, SkillSource. Before I became a director, head of sales and operations, talking to clients, I never done that before. Okay? Doon na kami nagre-report sa managers namin. Doon lang kami nagre-report sa mga team managers namin, sa mga operations managers, sa director ng site namin. So doon kami nagre-report. I never had a chance or experience really talking to an actual client and closing deals. Okay?
Yes.
So Pero bakit ako napunta dyan? Because ang initial na in-applyan ko talaga dito sa SkillSource is team leader. Okay? Because yun yung experience ko. And I don't have any virtual setup. Nasa corporate setup ako, but I have the strong skills because doon ako naka-focus in my entire career. Saka ako nakaland ng client, and then eventually alam kong may mga skills ako inside in my heart na meron akong gustong i-share. Doon ko na share the moment that I was part of the team. So doon nila na-realize, marunong pala mag-sales itong si Cassin. So marunong pala to sa recruitment side, marunong pala tong sa customers retention, and then again na-promote, nabigyan ng opportunity. And right now, I'm really proud that I'm one of the part owners already at SkillSource. So ganun yun. It is a journey. It's not easy.
Yes.
At hindi chamba ang lahat. Hindi ho galing nakachamba ka ng client. No, it doesn't work that way. Because again, he started here, zero, startup. Naging part ako, startup pa, hanggang sa lumaki because of the efforts of the
Yes.
team. Okay? So I hope ganun din ang journey natin in the future. But
Yes.
again, you have to stick on your own skill set. Wag na ho kayong lumayo pa, magpatalon pa, or just, believe in
Yeah.
yourself. Sa kamalakas, doon ka talaga mag-excel.
So,
Sige, Abby, you.
So, gusto ko lang i-highlight yung sinabi ni Cass, no? Na si Cass kasi, he started from BPO to SkillSource na. And as you can see from his journey, no? Yung mga nagtatanong sa atin na Pwede bang maha-hire kaya? Wala akong experience as a virtual assistant. Yes, pwede kayong ma-hire. Just focus on your skills. I-highlight nyo sa resume nyo. And client will really see your true value, guys, through that resume. Kaya sana, ayusin nyo na yung resume nyo, yung CV nyo, i-check nyo na. And this is, I really like the topic kasi it gives light, lalo na sa mga newbie na gusto mag-transitions to virtual works. Go ahead ka.
Right.
Sorry, natuwa lang ako
Right.
sa topic.
Okay lang. Masaya ako eh. Anyway, so, saan nga ako? Sorry.
Dun sa ano, sa, natapos na tayo dun sa ano, sa paghahay, ay sa, nawala din ako bigla. Hindi yung sa ano, yung sa pag-start mo, yung sa inconsistent employment history na nagpo-focus sa skills.
Oo nga. So, yun na nga. So, focus ka lang sa skills mo. Wag ka na masyadong lumayo. Even chef, kahit siguro chef, nasa chef industry ka, not exactly na chef, of course, that's an on-site work. Pero natin, di ba? Makahanap ka rin and they would invite you to go abroad. Or,
like create recipes. Why not?
Yes. Try nyo lang. Just explore online. There's no limit. Because of pandemic came, I know it's really hard, but it also opened doors sa mga opportunities. 'Di ba? So, yun. Or like a cook manager, yun mga bagay na yun, just really have to explore. Or, ito na, pumasok sa isip ko yung gusto kong sabihin. Wag kang masyadong mapili din at the same time. First timer ka, you're earning, let's say, 80,000, 50,000, 40,000 a month in your current job. And when you try to switch over to virtual, hindi ka makahanap ng ganun kalaking amount, you just really have to start again, small. Don't be afraid, $2 per hour, $1.5 per hour. If you think that is your ladder to success, then you have to take it. That makes sense to everybody. Right? Kasi yung iba kasi, manager ako sa, let's say, sa corporate setup, then when I came to, tas ito lang yung tatrabahoin ko, ito lang yung sasahurin ko. I understand that it's a need, but you also have to understand na, there are competition sa ating setup or sa virtual setup. That's why you really have to accept sometimes what are the job offers and work along the way. To tell you, when I started here, I am only earning something. Hindi ko na sasabihin.
Yeah, I know that. And ngayon talaga, yayamanin na siya. Kasi,
hindi naman.
Nakikita ko kasi yung payroll natin, di ba? So, I know how much you started and right now.
Alam mo yung actual na, wala akong lusot sa'yo kasi may hawak ng accounting side natin. But anyway, I work my way up. I started really humble. Hindi ako nag-demand agad ng increase, mga ganong bagay. So, I just accepted that I don't have any experience at first. But I know my skill set. I know what I can do in the company. That's why, may result na nangyayari.
Yes, and client noticed that. Diba?
Yeah, correct. So, next is lack of preparation. We will know that. Ito naman kapag nabigyan na kayo ng chance na mag-apply online. Okay? Ito yung mga common questions. Take note ha. Ito yung mga common questions but critical at the same time, yun yung decision makers namin. First, what's the reason why you leave your previous company? Napaka-importante yan. Take note. Okay? Kapag magme-mention ka, ayan, i-connect ko na sa negative attitude yan ha. At saka, yes, dyan na. I-connect natin yung dalawa. Kapag mag-mention ka because of the management, because I have a conflict with my boss, because I have a conflict with the company, because yung mga reasons na negative, automatic, ano na yan. Or yung iba di makasagot ng maayos, so it means that you did not prepare and you are not telling the truth. Right? Yun yung mga impact or mga red flag sa interview. Secondly, ito, importante din to. What are your thoughts in the job description? Or parang, what do you understand about the job description?
Yes.
And then you said like, wait,
Actually,
hanapin mo pa yung job description?
Nararelate ako dyan. Kasi, nung nag-start ako, apply lang ako ng apply kung saan. So, sobrang dami ko nang in-apply. Tapos, for interview ako, hindi ko matandaan kung saan ko nakita yung job post na yun, pero I show up anyway, no. Tapos
Oh.
tinanong niya ako ng ganyan kung what makes me apply sa job description. Naisip ko, ano ang ina-applyan ko dito? Nakakahiya, guys. Don't,
Oo.
kung magmamas apply man kayo, at least put notes, no? Kung saan kayo nag-apply and ano yung ina-applyan nyo. Kasi sobrang nakakahiya.
Correct, correct. And red flag yun sa amin. That is
Yes.
common.
Yes,
Actually,
kaya
common
hindi ako
yan.
natanggap.
Mm. So that is the result, no? Nangyari yan sa akin many times. Again, interviewed, reviewed thousands of applicants already, talked to someone, and then that's my common question to know that if this person is really interested in applying. Nag-research ba siya? Kami mga outsourcing, sometimes we put the company's profile, sometimes, especially pag mga malalaking profile because you cannot apply to them directly. That's the purpose of it. But anyway, we put profile dun sa client namin, and then when I ask you, what do you understand about the company? What do you know about the company? Sabi mo, I don't, maybe, or dyan ka pa mag-research on the spot. Okay? Red flag na yan. So what I'm trying to say is, you have to conduct research before entering the job interview. You have to check your audio. Ito, red flag din to. Andyan na. And then, naka-off yung camera. And it's informal yan sa amin na you talk to someone and then you just turn off your camera. Kasi interview.
Yes.
Kaya nga nag-zoom pa tayo, di ba?
Mhm.
We want to see you. We want to see your setup. We want to see how you look or paano ka, your movement. Make sense? Or nag-eye to eye contact ka ba? Or your hand gestures, we would know. That's really important to us. How do you look if you're formal? So, kapag naka-off ang camera, red flag na yan kaagad. And the moment that we ask, like, do you have a camera? Would you please turn on your camera so that I can see you? Tapos, can you please wait for 1 minute? Halatang natataranta pa, doon pa siya mag-on ng camera, naghahanap pa ng magandang background. Red flag na yan kaagad. So, we don't waste time for that. Sometimes, sa mga ganyang interview, I only ask 2 questions and then done because I have to entertain another candidates. Again, we're looking for rock star. Out of 100 applicants, we
And
only hire 2.
mostly naman, di ba, kapag interview nakalagay kung open cam or hindi. So, you need to
Right.
follow instruction.
Right. And then dun sa lack of preparation, sa background mo, parang lang, dapat ganito kasi yung dapat naka-interview ka formal. Nakikita yung half of, parang hanggang, wag yung masyadong ganito. Yung iba. Ang dami. Meron nga iba nakaganon.
Napakano lang no?
Ayan, common din. Napaka-common. Napaka-pixelated. And then, when we ask you questions, halatang di ka nag-prepare, kasi, if we will ask you about yourself, then automatically, inuulit-ulit mo na yan eh. So, for me, hindi na ako masyado nag-ask, like, tell me something about yourself, wala na. So, laging question ko to check if you are really preparing is that, what's your expected salary? Pag sinabi niyang ganito, do you have any idea how much did they posted? Sabi niyang, so hindi pala nag-prepare, hahanapin niya pa. 'Di ba? So, again, search as much as you can before entering. Sayang na yan eh. Ang hirap na ngang makapag-final interview, tapos bini-waste nyo pa, sayang talaga yung opportunity. Right? So, when you are in the interview, give your best shot because that's maybe millions of Filipinos are really wishing to, kahit may interview man lang, have an experience of an interview. So, sulitin nyo na. So, you have to be prepared. Negative attitude, malalaman naman yan sa parang position mo, kapag masyado kang laid back, ganun, negative yan, you sound like you're boring or parang nakaganon ka sa interview, 'di ba? So, gestures is important too. Okay? Vague and exaggerated responses, yun na yun, siguro connected din dun sa CV na sinabi kanina. If it's too long, that's exaggerated. And vague, yung tama lang, sakto yung hinahanap namin. So, in this part, during the interview, when we ask you something, don't go really far, right? Masyadong exaggerated eh. Masyado mong ina-elaborate. You just have to be direct to the point. I'll give you an example. What are your greatest strength? Or what are your opportunities? What's your weakness? Tapos nagsabi ka ng reason mo. And then ang dami-dami mo pang sinasabi. O umikot na, umabot ka na sa history mo noong 1995, 1992. So, don't be exaggerated. Just be direct to the point. Okay? It will save time and effort. Of course, we will definitely know. We will be more interested in really knowing if you're the perfect fit or not. Overqualification without explanation, isa din to sa mga factors. You are overqualified. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, you came from a corporate setup. You are a vice president of a certain company, which is really good, and you applied for operations manager. Kasi common yan eh, daming applicants eh. But you're overqualified. But when we ask you about that and then you cannot give us the exact reason, then automatic red flag yun. Okay? So, you have to really explain, all of the things that you have, mga experiences mo. Okay. Poor attention to details, sinabi ko na yan kanina, that really, yung sa tawag nito, sa application, sa
Resume,
tawag nito,
sa CV.
cover letter, yeah, yes, CV, at sa cover photo pa lang, or cover letter, nakalagay, di ba, kasi yung name ko, or kahit Skillsource yung company namin, nakalagay, hi Abby, di ba, perfect. Nakaka-copy paste lang, halatang mass application, so dapat really personalize. Edit nyo naman yung name, di ba? Hi, something or not hiring managers, again, personalize. Poor attention to details, yung mga hindi naka-align yung mga graphics natin, hindi naka-align yung format ng CV natin, those kind of things. Lack of enthusiasm, which means that you are not interested in the interview. Like, so let me ask you about the personal, your personal things. Do you have any family? Yes. Ganun? Di ba? Or what made you decide to apply for this position? Because I think I am perfect fit for the role. Mga ganun bagay, lack of enthusiasm. So, hindi ka happy.
Parang
So, you have to be
you're not interested.
right. And wag naman yung parang nasa show like, yes! Ewan ko kung matatawa ba ako. Ano ba yung applicants na ganun? No? It's funny though, but siyempre, ayaw mo yung matawa, but I don't think it will help. This is a formal setup. It's not a show. Like, example, tell me something about yourself. Sure! I'm more than happy to share about myself. I have mga ganun, di ba? Sabi, go ahead, mga ganun bagay. So, hindi naman kailangan. You're not applying for not unless kung ina-applyan mo, parang radio, hindi ko naman sinasabing mali, di ba? Meron din naman
mga
application.
Host, ganyan.
Yes, mga hostings. I think that's good. Try nyo rin, buti na mention mo yan, you can also try that. Voice over, mga ganun. May mga positions open. Again, explore, guys. Just be very specific with your certain skill set, and then I think that will help you. Okay, I think nasa last part na tayo, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Things to know. We can monitor the number of applications you submit. Take note ha. We can monitor that. In any platforms, may option ho kami na tingnan ilan yung mga applications mo on a daily basis. Example, nasa online jobs ka, nag-apply ka sa certain position, kahit personalized pa yan, kahit ano pa yan, but when we check your background history, malalaman natin yan na this person applied for 10 or 12 application today. Yesterday, 20, the other day. So, it would create an impact to us. It is because we will know that you are, maybe something will, mag-offer sa you ng job, or you're just testing, you're not really serious of getting this job. Okay? We can check the key points. Yung mga key points, di ba alam yan? Apply points. Kung napansin nyo.
Yes. Online the PH, no?
Right. If you think that it's the perfect fit for the role, taasan niyo yung points. Okay? So, parang ano yan eh. Parang you are giving us a price, or parang binibigyan nyo kami ng value. Parang binabayaran din kami dahil sa application na yan. Because that is something serious. That's why we take a look at your application because of that. Okay? We can tell if your introduction video isn't specifically made for us and to generalize. Sinabi ko na yan kanina, yung mga hi everyone or whoever watch this video. So again, you really have to be specific. We may occasionally review your social media profile as part of the evaluation. So stalker ho kami. Kidding aside, if we think that you are the best fit for the role, sometimes, not all the time. But LinkedIn, we'll definitely look at it. Pero may iba naman hindi active sa LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is, I think, it's not a big thing here in the Philippines. We only use Facebook. The purpose of that, we will know if you have a lot of things in play. For example, may nag-apply sa akin na napaka standard talaga na candidate. I would say the perfect fit for the role. But when I asked him what his source of his income, and he mentioned, no, that's why I'm looking for a job. But when I try to look in his social media account, specifically Facebook, ang dami palang ganap sa buhay. Like meron pala siyang mga different companies na nagpa-partners, meron pala siya sariling virtual company. So, ganung bagay. So, automatic X. Okay?
Mhm.
So, you don't have to lie.
Yeah, you
Because
need to
we
be
would
honest.
you have to be honest. And lastly, a piece of advice, stick to your strengths. Sinabi ko na to kanina. Focus on what you are, sa tingin mo, malakas ka, kung saan ka talaga nag-bring value to the client. Show your talent to the world, guys. Show your talent to the world. Many clients, millions of clients are waiting there. We have UK, Australia. When you say UK, and dami-dami niyan, mga countries dyan. We also have in the United States, millions of candidates or our clients are looking for you. Ikaw talaga yung hinahanap nila, the exact person that they're looking for. But you just really have to be prepared. Okay? You have to really show to yourself na ikaw talaga yun. So stick with your strength. Applying is like a competition. Again, sinabi ko na to kanina rin. Approach it with the mindset that you are aiming to win. Hindi yung chamba-chamba lang. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. It's like a competition. You really have to stand out. Sinabi ko na yung mga factors kanina. You just really have to do it. Okay? Invest in your equipments. I also discourage those kind of mindset na saka na ako mag-i-invest ng gamit kapag nakaland na ako ng app or client online. Napaka-wrong ho na mindset na yan. You have to invest on those things. Kailangan may PC ka na ready to show. Of course, there are some qualifications. Basic requirements ho yan sa virtual setup that you have your own unit, you have your own working station. Okay? So, invest right now. Do not invest later kasi mas mahihirapan ka talaga mag-apply online. Kasi kina-ask ko rin yan eh. What's your operation systems or what's your setup? Are you using desktop or laptop? Mga ganung bagay.
Yes.
Tinatanong ko rin yan. So, invest, right? Laptop or PC. Sa akin, ginagamit ko, meron akong PC, meron akong laptop. Wow.
Same.
What I'm trying to say is that, kasi may times na I have to travel just like next 2 weeks from now, magkikita kami ni Abby, guys.
Mag-date kami ni Cass with other team members.
Yes. Oo, may mga pa-t-shirt kami and all of those things. Mag-create kami ng content for you guys. It will be very helpful. I'm excited. So may mga factors na ganun. Nung nag-apply ako ng US visa or even had a chance to travel outside the country. So that's a good thing about, working in a virtual setup. Not just working at home, but working remotely, where you can work anywhere. Okay? Build a professional or work on improving your speaking skills. Importante din yan. You have to practice, watch American movies, I'd say. That would really help you. Hindi naman kailangan perfect yung accent, just like me. Hindi naman perfect yung accent ko talaga, even though I work in US companies for quite some time, but hindi talaga perfect ang accent ko. Low yung vocabulary ko. Hindi ganun ka-standard. But what I'm trying to say is that try to or to talk, kasi meron sigurong iba sa atin na hesitant lang because they can't speak English well. Diba? That's common. Like, alam ko may skill set ako pero hindi naman ako marunong masalita talaga ng fluently. Then I'd say you can practice, watch American movies without subtitles, try to understand them. Or ito, ginawa ko din to noon. I have a certain actor or Hollywood actor na fina-follow ko ano yung mga how they talk, like how they sound, those kind of things. And that will help you improve because, again, that's the purpose of introduction video, for us to see you talking. Tapos kapag hindi ka masyadong fluent talaga, to be honest mahirap ka magsalita, then automatically that's part of, a red flag too. Okay? Personalize your applications. Wag yung hi hiring manager. Put the name like hi ScaleSource or hi Cassin or hi Abby, I'm interested in applying for this position. And then as what I can see in the job description, yun yung tip ko what I can see in your job description, you are looking for this and that and that. And I would say that ganun. Send. Diba? Kasama naman yung copy paste. Again, we are facing thousands of applicants. And if you think you're just mass application, then automatic reject yan. Seek a mentor. Look for someone that can help you. If you want to be the best, you should learn from the best. So, I think that's it, guys. Medyo napahaba yung ating session for today. It's more than an hour.
Thank you so much, Cass. And we finished just on time, no? Meron na lang tayong almost 1 minute. And I'll take this opportunity to thank you for, being with us today and for sharing those valuable tips for us. Ako personally, I gained a lot of knowledge and insights about, what really happens behind the scenes and what are the things that I need to improve. Just in case I'll try to, look for other experience or work again. So, sana sa susunod ma-invite ka ulit namin.
Sure.
And And we wanted, to update you with our journey. Siguro next time magkaroon tayo ng Q&A and let's see. So,
Yes.
thank you so much. Any last word before we end our live?
Yeah, for all the aspiring applicants, just believe in yourself. You can do it. You have that kind of mentality of you're the best. Believe in yourself, you're the best. Don't compare yourself to other people. Kasi yung nag-a-add ng pressure eh. Like, they're better than me. They are better than me.
Yes.
You just have to do it right, do it correctly, learn along the way, and then eventually, if you land client, do your best. Okay? So, hanggang sa maging kagaya din namin na we started small until such time na you will work it eventually. So, wag ka nang mag-iba-iba pa, focus sa kung anong strength mo. And there.
So, thank
Okay,
you
I
so
hope you
much, Cass. I hope you guys enjoy and we'll wrap up the call na and see you sa next one. Bye!
bye.